Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever in the world you are. Hope you're having a wonderful day and welcome to your Forest transfer news. Yes, we are back on transfer watch as the rumours start to fly as players are linked left, right, and centre. In today's video, we are going to be talking about one of Europe's biggest talents apparently coming to Nottingham Forest. But before we get into it, don't forget to please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you'd like to support what we're doing here, please do hit that join button to become a member. All right, let's get into it and let's talk about Camavinga. All right, guys, and welcome. And I didn't think we'd be starting the transfer news this early, but when a player of this caliber is named to be joining Forest, we've got to talk about it. This rumor was started on Twitter with an account that had about 2 followers. Yes, there is someone who has less followers than me on Twitter. It was so strong, the source, that the Nottingham Post picked up on it and decided to do a piece on it. And there's been other outlets that have put stuff out there as well. So that's the sorcery of this. You want to believe it, then go ahead and do. But I'll tell you what, if you ask me, is this transfer rumour actually true? Are Nottingham Forest interested in Camavinga? I'll let you know in a second. But for those of you who don't know, Camavinga went to Real Madrid about a year ago from Rennes. I wonder who we've had come from Rennes. Camavinga is one of the world's greatest talents. He's only 20 years old. He's an absolute brick in midfield. He can play box to box. He's going to the World Cup with France. Yes, problem number 2. The country is France. We all know how Forest have been with French players this season. So let's keep building up whether or not it's true. He's not really played too many games for Real Madrid. He's had 14 games. The rumours are that Real Madrid wants to loan him out to make sure he gets some experience, and the experience will come with the likes of Nottingham Forest. His current market value is about 50 million euros. Real Madrid picked him up for, I think it was 31 million, and with add-ons, etc., it would rise to 42. But he is extremely talented. When he was moving to Real Madrid, there was huge and major clubs in for him, but he chose to go to the Bernabeu. Look, are Forest interested in him? Of course they're interested in him. It would be like someone turning to Forest to give you the extreme and say, well, it would be like anyone saying, are you interested in Mbappe joining Nottingham Forest? Of course we would be. But is it going to happen? No. Is this one going to happen to Nottingham Forest? I will be more than shocked. I know there was a few transfers over the summer that made my jaw drop, the likes of Lodi joining Nottingham Forest. Obviously, there was the Lingard thing versus West Ham. But this one, for me, is one step too far. Also, I don't know where he would fit in. Well, I do know where he'd fit in the team, straight into it. But with in terms of what we currently have, it's not a position that we are lacking in when it comes to that CM position in the middle of the park. Would I love to see it? Of course I would. Of course I would. But it goes back to the thing I just said about Mbappe. I'd love to see Mbappe at Forest, but it's not going to happen. It really isn't. People are struggling for stories at the moment in the media as the build up to the World Cup comes, and you're going to see more and more of these stories come to light over the next few weeks as they struggle to put any relevant information for Nottingham Forest or any other Premier League club. But it is interesting to see that the fact that he is being linked to us, even though from really bad sources, is quite interesting. And just again, imagine who were we being linked to this time last year while in the Championship. It was more about players, our star players, being pulled out of Forest and going up into the Premier League, the like of Brennan Johnson, etc. So it shows you where we have come and what has changed at Nottingham Forest. Look, joking aside and everything else, is this the kind of player Forest need? Well, not really. What do Forest really need to strengthen over the Christmas period, over the January window, should I say? Well, let me know what you think down below. But for me, I think it's two major positions that Forest need. Firstly, a centre-back. I would go as far as to say two centre-backs. I will be banging my LaCroix drum all January, hoping that someone at Nottingham Forest will listen, will find out more about him, and will pay the 15 million euros that will get him to the City ground. You could have Ndika. Ndika would be a great buy. However, he's coming out of contract, and there's going to be European clubs all over him. On top of that, Forest need a striker. Dia from Villarreal, I believe he's still there now, is one that has been linked to Nottingham Forest, 12 million euro striker. Potentially he could work, but I don't think there's any truth in those rumours either. Outside of that, maybe we could go back in and get Houssem Aouar. I still think there's a place somewhere in the squad for him. He's into his final 6 months of the contract. He hasn't signed a new one at Lyon, and he was this close to being signed with Nottingham Forest and getting him over the line until the Gibbs White deal finally emerged in the summer. On top of that, maybe we do need a CDM who can just hold behind the attack, behind that midfield, to free up some of our more attacking box-to-box players in the midfield. It's the spine that still needs a little strengthening, in my opinion. Niakate coming back in 2023 will be like a new signing. I still hold firmly that he's the best signing we've had this summer, followed very closely by Serge Aurier. And then the one you guys are all rumouring about is Jed Spence. Look, is Jed Spence going to leave in the January window? It looks very likely like he will leave Spurs on loan. And could his destination be Nottingham Forest? I just don't feel that's going to be the case at the moment with Serge, and then we've got Nico Williams behind him. But maybe with Biancone, unfortunately, being injured for as long as he is, maybe Jed Spence will come to Forest. However, Jed Spence coming to Forest would be him switching the subs bench from Spurs to the subs bench at the City ground. And I don't think that's what he wants to do. So we may see him dropping into another Premier League team, which will hurt my feelings highly, but I would understand it. Look, these rumors are going to keep gathering momentum and momentum. I'll sieve is the word. I'll sift through all the crap, and I'll come back to you and tell you if any of it is true or if any of it is just rumorsville. Of course, when we get into January, we'll be doing our daily Forest transfer news, which I'm sure you guys all enjoyed over the summer, and what a busy summer it was. Anyway, we'll wrap it up there, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. But Camavinga to Forest, you may as well say Mbappe to Forest is the honest answer. But if it happens, my God, what a player he would be for us. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget, before you leave, to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We'll catch you on the next video. The next video, I'm hoping, will be everything you need to know about our actual signing, Scarpa. So make sure you don't miss that one. We'll catch you tomorrow. Come on, you Reds.